Hi, y'all. This is Nina, and you're watching Southern Digest. You'll remember I told you recently that the FDA Advisory Committee met on September 17th to discuss whether or not to endorse vaccine boosters. And you'll also remember, I hope, that we brought you an 8-part series of testimonies from that committee meeting. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. They're very enlightening. Link to the first one is below. That committee met again to vote, and they voted 19-0 to endorse emergency authorization of Moderna's COVID-19 booster shot, which will be a half dose of the regular vaccine shot, to be administered at least 6 months following the 2-dose series and among ages 65 and older, as well as ages 18 to 64, who are at risk of occupational exposure and severe COVID-19. Now, that recommendation is not official because the FDA has to make the final official decision and the declaration of that. Now, in what I'm sure is unrelated news, the Vision Times is reporting that southern states are enjoying a decline in COVID cases by as much as 87% in the last week. Unfortunately, northern cases are seeing a rise in COVID cases by a factor of more than 30. Nationally, the daily rate of infections, hospitalizations, and death has actually been falling. The average number of infections declined by 15,000 last week. And the death rates have fallen by 200 every day. So that's good news. Dr. Scott Gottlieb, the former FDA director, credits that improvement in the numbers to what's happening in the southern states. Now, some are criticizing the southern states because most of the population is unvaccinated. Less than a third of adolescents in the southern states are vaccinated. Now, in what I'm sure is even less related news, there is a study that just came out, and, well, I want to read the findings to you because I had a feeling when I read these that was very similar to the feeling I had when last summer I watched a news reporter tell us about the peaceful demonstration that was going on. You know, the one with the burning building in the background. Let's see if you have that feeling too as you hear this. So the findings of the study are, at the country level, there appears to be no discernible relationship between percentage of fully vaccinated and new COVID-19 cases in the last 7 days. In fact, the trend line suggests a marginally positive association such that countries with higher percentage of population fully vaccinated have higher COVID-19 cases per 1 million people. Notably, Israel, with over 60% of their population fully vaccinated, had the highest COVID-19 cases per 1 million people in the last 7 days. The lack of a meaningful association between percentage population fully vaccinated and new COVID-19 cases is further exemplified, for instance, by comparison of Iceland and Portugal. Both countries have over 75% of their population fully vaccinated and have more COVID-19 cases per 1 million people than countries such as Vietnam and South Africa that have around 10% of their population fully vaccinated. Are y'all getting that feeling too? Be of good courage. We are not alone.